Hi. Okay, I'm somewhat new to this, but today we'll be doing a mouse review. I believe every keyboard enthusiast needs a good mouse to go with their keyboard. You can't be using a keyboard worth $300 and using a Dell mouse. That's just a no-go, so today we're gonna take a look at mouse. Personally, I am using a Logitech G304 or G305 depending on which region you live in. So this will be my base comparison and the base standard that I will be using to compare with the mouse I'm reviewing today. Today we will be taking a look at a Marvo Fit Pro mouse. So let's get started. The Marvo Fit Pro mouse, the base selling price is $89 US. As for the packaging, this is not what you guys are gonna get. This is not the official packaging. This is just some prototype that they sent to me, so that's why the packaging is kind of scuffed. Very scuffed. But aside from that, this is the Marvo Fit Pro. It supposedly should be able to fit everyone's needs for gaming, for work, connection modes, grip styles, everything. But let's find out if that's actually true and whether it is good enough for that. The strongest feature it boasts is the swappable grips. They said that it is designed to be easily customized to suit your playstyle and personal preference without using any tools whatsoever. And also available in 7 different colors to match your setup apparently. I don't know if there's enough colors. As for connection, it is available in 3 different modes: wireless Bluetooth, wireless receiver, and wired connection. So that's pretty basic stuff. Equipped with PixArt's latest flagship sensor, capable of 19,000 programmable DPI and 1000 Hz/1 millisecond polling rate. I have no idea what PixArt is, so I don't know. I'm learning it. Anyway, 19,000 DPI is actually relatively high. Razer goes up to 20k, mine goes up to 12k, so this is actually not bad. For some reason, they made it sound so overkill, but I don't know what's the point of that, so we're gonna move on. It has up to 120 hours of battery life, so that's not bad, but my G304 does last longer than 120 hours, I'm pretty sure. However, my G304 does use a dry battery and this mouse uses a lithium battery, so we can't really compare it. Of course, it has RGB up to 7 different modes with one click of a button at the back. As for the mouse fit, it is PTFE. I am not too familiar with mouse fit, so yeah. It does have a software, so that's pretty good. It does use the Omron mechanical switches, which has a lifespan of about 50 million clicks, but I don't think anyone ever reaches the lifespan of a mouse. So yeah, that's the base review and features of this mouse. Let's take a closer look at all these features that they explained. So a quick rundown of the buttons. You have your very normal buttons, you have the DPI buttons, your side buttons, and at the bottom is the on switch. There are 3 different levels to it. The first one, the default being off, second one being on but RGB only on the scroll wheel, and fully on it will be RGB everywhere. And next to the on switch is your Bluetooth pairing button. So yeah, pretty basic buttons, nothing too extreme, which is very good. I like a plain simple mouse. As for the side buttons, they might look a little weird now, but that is because you have to attach the side buttons, which is connected using magnets. They use these magnets on the side buttons on a separate piece to connect them together so that they can accommodate for the hot swap grips. Hot swap. And honestly, I think that's a pretty smart idea in my opinion. And it is done pretty well. I tried pushing and pulling the side buttons off, like if I am using the mouse, and it doesn't actually fall off. It is pretty stuck there. Unless you really dig it out, it will not budge, so you really gotta dig it out to take them off. Alright, so for the grips, they sent me 2 different variations, I believe. I will be throwing them into 2 different categories: small grip and long grips. The colored ones I have are the smaller ones. I believe this is for those who use a palm grip. The case is not bad, it actually fits pretty well. It's mounted using 4 points. It is an extremely simple process of putting it on. They really did the correct thing by saying you don't need any tools whatsoever to change the grips. All you have to do is simple slide and push to install the grip case. Anyway, aside from these smaller grips, I am more of a fingertip grip kind of guy because I believe I have some pretty long fingers. So I will be using the longer grips mainly. I tried to find the closest one to match my G304 and installed that grip. So here's some sound tests. I don't know if mouse reviewers do this, but some sound tests and some aim lab and maybe some siege, I don't know. After using the mouse for about a day or so, I'm getting the general feel of the mouse. But there was one thing that really triggered me while I was using the mouse, and that was whenever I clicked on the switch. Clicking on the switch somewhat feels flimsy. You can see that the plastic actually bends compared to my G304, and that feels really uncomfortable for me for some reason. It feels really uneven and I don't really like that feeling. The plastic basically bends in and your finger basically just keeps going inwards towards the scroll wheel, and like, that's not nice. Aside from that, the feet were fine, smooth stuff. So yeah, honestly I don't see myself using this mouse. The grip feels somewhat higher compared to my preference, and it basically keeps hitting my palm because the arc is somewhat higher. And because of that, it feels somewhat uncomfortable after a whole day of usage on my palm, because I'm not used to it. But that might be because I am a little too biased towards my G304. I've been using my G304 for a really long time, so I'm really used to it. So for those who are using a Dell mouse and looking for an upgrade, you can swap over to this. One mouse that I think is really similar to this is a Razer Death Adder. I used to use a Razer Death Adder before my G304, and the grip feels extremely similar because of the high palm hitting thing. But aside from all that, everything is very straightforward. The case, the side buttons, they are all really easy to install. They actually did do what they said they were gonna do. Being able to customize your mouse without any tools, so ease of customization and basically fit your needs. I think I would recommend this mouse to people who like customization and compatibility, and maybe new gamers. Maybe you just go into gaming, new setup kind of thing, so you don't really know what mouse you are used to, then maybe this would be good for you to try out. Unless you're like me, who is very specific about the mice and you have been using a mice for a really long time, then I don't recommend getting this. And we have come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think about this mouse review video. Do you think I could have added more talk or more specifications about mouse in general? Maybe I'll do more in the future. I do want to do more tech reviews instead of keyboards. But aside from that, if you are new to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe, join the channel. Very nice channel, I swear. Like the video as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!